Hello everybody, today we are going to talk about how to prepare a simple tea. Often when you start, especially when you start your tea journey, is when you get a little bit into it and you see that you like actually Japanese green tea or green tea in general. Often you're a little bit overwhelmed by all the choice how you can prepare your green tea, especially with tools we are in the European or in the Western world not used to it. For example, here I just have three different Japanese teapots, and you can have small ones, you can have bigger ones, but closed ones, you can have open ones. So there's very broad variety of tea utensils which you can use to prepare your tea, and sometimes you just feel overwhelmed because you don't know how to already prepare the tea, that often it gets bitter, and how do you really have to do it that you have a proper cup of green tea. And often like a cold start with this already a little bit advanced tools is a little bit overwhelming, and then people refrain from drinking tea, which is such a pity. And that's why we actually in the Western world already are used to one tool which is very simple, and this tool allows us maybe to have a first step into the world of green tea, into the world of tea already, because it is simple and it is something we know and we have already used. And this is the French press. French press, a really easy tool to use. So I just put this more sophisticated tools away, and we're gonna start in a simple way our tea journey today with the French press. Why is the French press such a good tool to prepare your tea? Often also people drink tea in the morning. In the morning, you know, you're groggy, you're not really there, you're somehow still half in your bed, you're not able to pay attention to what you actually do, and then sometimes you're just a little bit too tired to really see, is the tea now in for a minute, how long is it brewing now? So a French or a tea press or French tea press really can be the solution for you. It's very easy to do. So how it is made, as many of you might have seen, so you have here the filter of the lid, then you have a simple glass container or glass body of the French press. So, and then you just put the tea inside and then you push it down, and this is already it. So now I want to do it here, and I want to see how easy, and a little bit guide you through how easy it is actually to start your tea journey with the French press. Good. For this I brought some tea with me. In this case I have a evening tea, so it is a kukicha from Mr. Sakamoto, so a Gyokuro kukicha, a shaded kukicha which has a lot of fruitiness with it, very sweet tea. And this tea is a stem tea as well, and I just want to see how it is with the French press. So we just heat up water to 65 degrees, so 155 Fahrenheit, and we're just gonna leave it in for only a minute, and then we're gonna use this. So we just put the lid on, and that's it. Voila. Meanwhile, this is Brewing. I can tell you a little bit how easy, or what is actually the advantage of having the French press instead of a Kyusu. So what I often talk about is the nice thing about the Kyusu. So the Japanese teapot, which I have here, is that you just have several brewings. So you do the first one, then the second, the third, the fourth, how many you want. Normally after the third and fourth, the tea starts to diminish in taste. With the French press, what is good is that you actually can put in quite a big amount of water, especially with the small Kyusu, which you're not able to do. Here you have a high intensity in taste, but sometimes in the morning you want just to have the simplicity of just doing your cup of tea. So getting out the leaves, putting them in, and you see how beautifully this tea here develops in the French press. and you just fill it up with water, and you want to have a clean, proper tea taste over maybe 1 or even 2 cups. So the French press really allows you to have this. Meanwhile, the Kyusu can guide you through different kind of taste profiles of the tea. The French press is a good way to just have it in a simple way and have the same tea taste, and especially not having a bitter tea. So this one here is already ready. So what we just do is just we push down the leaves. And what is good about the French press is you can really push out the water so the tea stops to brew, and you have a harmonic and really easy way, easy type of doing the tea. You can really see the tea leaves are a little bit pushed down, but they're not crushed. This is also a nice thing, but they're really separated from the water. So finally you have a very similar tasting tea over 2 different tea cups. You can even share this with your loved one, with somebody you would like to do tea with. So you can really see you have actually 2 tea pourings out of this one here, and that's already how you do it. Now let's have a look. Just easy. This tea has been shaded, so it's a little bit more sweeter. It has a little bit of a fruity touch to it. Still quite a minerally touch as well due to the stems, but very, very fine. When you do tea also with a little bit more water, it gets a little bit smoother, a little bit more on the sweeter side, so the sweetness is coming up a little bit. The intensity of the savoriness goes a little bit back. But I think as a start, when you want to go a little bit into the tea world and you want to experience the tea world, a French press is a really, really good thing to start. It is cheap. You can have them for $5, you can have them for $10, you can also have them for $50, depends what the sophistication you want to go with your French press. But the preparation, all of them is the same, very easy, very simple to do, and definitely a good way to start your tea journey. Good. So now I want to see how the second pouring is. So still quite sweet, very florally, very fruity, no bitterness. Also, let's see. Yeah, drink it all out. And now let's compare the second one. And you can really see how good and how close the French press is. So no tea, nothing anymore. So this is really not after brewing in the tea. So that's why the French press, pretty simple. Let's have a look. Not bitter, still very fruity, still very sweet, exactly the same taste. So this is, I would say, the big advantage of the French press. And what you can do when you finish it, you take it up and you give it a second go. Et voila. This time you need much less time. As soon as the tea leaves are open, just you see already the green, the beautiful green leaves flying around in the water. Very, very nice. And this time you only need around 20 to 30 seconds, so I can already push this down. And I have a beautiful tea for the second time. Very simple, no big explanations, no big instructions needed. Just tea in, water in. First time 1 minute, 1.5, maybe 2. Pushing down, drinking your tea. Taking, if you want, a second one, pouring in. 20 seconds, 30 seconds, pushing down, having your second session of green tea, and let's see how the taste is like. Still very good. This is the good thing. Take when you have a quality tea, you can really reuse it. You can use it once, twice, and maybe even a third time. So very easy to do, very easy to start your day with a French press, and don't shy away from good tea. There are so many easy ways to do good tea. This is just one of them. So I was happy that you were watching, and thanks a lot for being with us. If you have a question, do not hesitate to ask me, and I guess I will see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot, and goodbye, and have a great day. Bye bye.